Yo, and welcome back to Life in Plumbing. We are back with another one. This is one that hits home for me because when I was in non-union, everyone used to talk about union like it was like, hey man, don't go. You're gonna have to deal with this, and that. Well, we're gonna talk about one of those things that they always bring up: union dues. Oh yeah, I know you guys want to keep your money as much as you can. And paying dues sounds like the worst thing in the world. Well, I'm here to tell you today, it really isn't.
Me and my God always conversating. He say I'm happy you call, what you been up to lately.
All right, let's talk about it. So look, union dues, all right? When I was in non-union, they used to talk about like, okay, you're gonna have to pay dues, right? Dues are basically like you're gonna pay a portion of your check, a percentage of your check to the union hall, you know what I'm saying? And they solicit you and get you work through their union companies, okay? One of the biggest things about paying the dues was that people used to bring up was you still have to pay dues even when you're not working. I've been in the union for about a year now, so I'm acclimated to how everything works, their procedures, their protocols. Things are a lot different, but not too much different. But when it comes to dues, non-union, you didn't have to pay dues. But here's one of the downfalls to that. When I was in non-union, I also didn't have anybody soliciting work for me. I had to go find my own work, all right? So that sucked because there's not a lot of companies, especially paying prevailing wage where I was. So you only have so many to pick from. When you're in the union, you know, you're gonna just get bounced around back and forth to these companies. So when you're paying your dues, man, you always got that work. Okay, so say you're not working at non-union, you're not getting any money, right? Opposed to paying your dues, which is not that much, and they'll keep you working as much as they can, right? So say you have to pay $500 a year in dues, okay? It sounds like a lot, especially when you're not working, all right? So imagine, you're forced to pay dues and there is no work, right? It's not your fault, it's not the union's fault, but you still have to pay dues, right? That is a big issue, all right? That before I was in the union, people would be like, yeah, you're still forced to pay those even when you're not, not working. And I'm like, dang, that kind of sucks because how do you know what I'm saying? Why would they force you to do something when you don't have the means to pay for it, all right? So I know when I first got in, and I brought up that specific issue, and I was asking them about like the downtime, like, so when you guys are like not working, what can I do, or how can I still make money? Because I heard that, you know what I'm saying, we still have to pay dues and all this stuff, and it was like, yo, you just got to save your money, you know what I mean? Like, make sure you're making a lot of money, just make sure you're saving a lot of money as well, right? And that's decent to say. Since I understood and I already had like that the idea that I may not be working and still have to pay dues, like the way he said it and how he came about it was just straightforward. Like at the end of the day, we should be saving our money. We should be preparing for things like that, right? We shouldn't be coming in here and expecting just to have, it's okay, we're gonna have work the rest of our lives. I mean, that's just not the way life works. We always have to face issues and problems that come up without us, knowing, like, car trouble, right? You don't save up to pay your car and now you have to get to work every day. Whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? It's on us. So I had that going in there. So when he said it, I was like, okay, I mean, at least he told me exactly what it is because they do have downtime. Okay, so the truth, right? It's not the cost, it's the context. It's not what you pay, it's what you gain from paying. So let's talk about what you gain from paying. When you're working, you're stacking vacation pay, holiday pay, and your benefits, all right? So let's talk about vacation pay. Vacation pay is something that you get at the end of the year. When I was a non-union, I did not get that. I didn't even know they had a vacation pay, you know what I'm saying? So I was told that non-union, because I went through an accredited school and I went through the whole apprenticeship, I was always told that they're basically the union without the dues, right? That's basically how I understood it. Not necessarily told, but how I understood it. That's basically it. And they don't find you a job, right, once you journey out. So that's all I knew about it. But I didn't know about the vacation pay. So imagine the vacation pay, because I think it's some stacks a year, right? I missed out on that for almost 10 years, 12 years. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at what my vacation is every year and times that by how many years that I could have been getting that, crazy. It far exceeds the amount I would have paid for dues, even if I would have took a portion of that to pay my dues every year, right? So say 500 when I'm getting like 3 times, 4 times as much as that a year. Why would I even complain? Okay, so that's one reason why I never had no real issues about it. When I got in there, I was like, oh, okay, this is it. Okay, I get it. I can knock that out. Okay, but then the problem is, what if you don't work and you don't accumulate vacation pay? I mean, it's a risk, but at the same time, man, from what you get from it when you do start working and you can travel, they've got different UAs across the states. It's like, so you can work anywhere. As long as they got work, they'll send you out there. Of course, you'll have to travel, and I don't know about compensation and stuff like that, but you know, it's kind of risky, but at the same time, like right now, we have a gang of work. You know what I'm saying? So for a few years or more coming up, and I got to utilize this time to make sure I put my best foot forward and think about the future and not just now. You know what I'm saying? And just start spending because I'm making this money now, right? So vacation pay is a big way to pay off everything. Like you could pay your dues and still be cool, right? And if you want to be on top of your stuff and not have to worry about it for a couple of years, just pay it up. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm doing Muay Thai. I pay up my gym for a whole year so that I don't have to worry about it for a year. Why wouldn't you pay for your dues? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that we do and what we do pay for that, you know, that doesn't benefit us at all, that we constantly contribute to a month, myself included. And that's why I started paying this stuff and why I see it this way, because I was like, man, I can spend it on this stuff, but there's no return. I'm not investing in this stuff. This is an investment for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I'm good. I ain't gotta worry about the union getting on me about my dues. Like I can make sure I can work out all the time. Like things that I need in my life, I make sure that those are taken care of, right? My family, everything. I wanna make sure that they're all taken care of before I start just to do whatever I want. I've got a responsibility. I've got people depending on me to be at work. I've got, you know what I'm saying? I got to make sure that I'm in physical shape. So I got to make sure those things are taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way of doing it. Holiday pay is included in your vacation pay, man. Like you getting, you know, holiday pay, all that stuff that non-union I was not getting. So it's all this stuff adds up, and then you got your paid time off. I think you get like 24 hours a year or something like that. That they're supposed to give you, which non-union did give. We got that part, but that's, you know, it's only 24 hours. You know what I mean? I can say only because I'm blessed to have whatever they give, but at the same time, it's nothing compared to what it is now. And then the benefits are like way better, and it pays up a lot, man. Like you can't beat the union benefits. You can look that up. I'm pretty sure that'll come up. Like, man, they got really good benefits. And on top of all of that, man, like the union definitely they're always doing stuff. They got turkey drives, they got holiday parties, we just went to, they paid for pretty much like everyone, my whole family, to go to this water park not too long ago during the summer. And man, fed us and everything. Like everything was like just accessible, you know what I'm saying? Paid for the go-karts, all the little extras that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, most people have just been like, yo, y'all pay for the park, you guys figure everything else out. But everything was taken care of. Like they put money into it. They always let us know what's going on with the money, where it's at. And I just really appreciate that. And it makes you feel more comfortable about what's going on. And you know, a lot of people take pride in their union because of that, you know what I'm saying, their transparency. So when I look at how they do things and look at where I came from with non-union and the companies, I'm just like, man, they could have did so much more, but it just seemed like, you know, that's another day for another video and we'll figure that out. But yeah, man, I like where it's at now. So when you think about it too, you're invested in yourself. Let's talk about what it actually covers. Representation plus job placement. All right, and job protection, access to training and certificates, man, like certifications. Like I've got certified for MedGas. I've got my OSHA 30, which you can get in non-union as you're an apprentice, but I'm a journeyman, been journeyed out for years now, and when I'm with the union, I'm able to actually just call up like, hey, I'm trying to get this certification, make myself look better to these companies, and they like, all right, cool, we'll sign you up. I mean, it's easy as that. You know what I'm saying? No money out of pocket. So it's like dues, you feel me? Like it really does pay off. Pension, healthcare benefits, we already talked about a little bit of that, but the pension as well, you know what I'm saying? You're not just paying for a job, you are paying for stability. These guys know that union is stability. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, they don't gotta have to go out here and look for a job. You're getting your money's worth for sure. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I came from non-union where people used to tell me like, man, this is, you know, they're gonna take this money, they're gonna take that money. Literally, if you don't focus on it, you don't really even know. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting paid, I'm getting paid more than I was in non-union as a journeyman plumber, a lot more. So, you know what I mean? I'm not really concerned with that. If I focus on it too long, then I'll be like, start nitpicking stuff. But that's anything you start focusing on. You start to just pull it apart. But at the end of the day, just let it happen. Do what you're supposed to do, save how you're supposed to save, and you ain't really got to worry about all that. You know what I mean? And this is just me, this is just my opinion. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody can explain it from another situation, but from where I came from to where I am now, like I have no issues with it, and this is kind of how I see it. And I'm just bringing this awareness to you guys. If you are in the position where you're like, man, I want to do more, I need a little bit more out of what I'm doing, I want to get certificates, I want to grow in my career. You know, the union opened that door for me to do that. So it's something to consider. Most complaints come from short-term thinking. All right. So thinking, you know, I just need this money now. You know what I'm saying? This and that. But, you know, if they give it to you now and you don't get a job later, you lose your job, then what do you have? You're going to wish that you had paid that little money just to keep you working. Now you're making even more than what that little money is. You already made your ROI. You know what I'm saying? That's short-term thinking, right? Not just an employee. All right, you're investing in yourself, ROI. What are you getting when you do pay your dues? You know what I'm saying? So much more, so much more. Stewardship principle, I love this. God doesn't bless complaints, he blesses responsibility. If one thing I know over these years is like the more responsible I've got, the more blessings have came my way. You know what I mean? Like management is a big thing. God respects management. He respects managers. He blesses managers. People who, he gave us this world and we're supposed to manage it. He was like, look, I got the world ready. Now I need people to till the garden, till the land or the ground. So, you know, I need some managers. You know, that's us, that's you and me. You know what I mean? He wants people that's going to make sure that they're on top of their stuff. Life happens and pushes you in ways, if you really think about it, to better yourself so that you can better your situation. You know what I'm saying? Your situation doesn't get better. You get better, then your situation gets better. This is a prime example on how to see it that way. You know what I mean? You're not losing money, you're buying opportunity. Absolutely, I agree, you're buying opportunity. The opportunities that I've gotten so far in just this 1 year, far exceed any opportunity I could have got before I got here. So I'm definitely blessed about that. I'm definitely showing my appreciation by managing everything that I'm given here and doing what I'm supposed to do to stay on top of everything that they expect of me as a journeyman plumber, right? Don't focus on what it takes from you. Focus on what it builds in you. And we just talked about that. Like managing and knowing that you have your situations taken care of, preparing for the times ahead, it actually does something within you that makes you feel like, man, that is your security. You are your security. No job can really bring you security. You'll see me talk a lot about, like, I've got my C36. I've got things that are in place in case I ever need to, make different moves, real estate license, all that stuff, just so that I can set myself up for success for the future, because the world changes every day. Y'all already seen it's changing even faster these days. So I like to make sure that I'm managing what I have now and preparing for the future, all right? I know what I thought. I was terrified when I first got here, like, dang, man, they're gonna just snatch everything up. And man, it's exactly the opposite of everything I thought. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a good lesson to be like, look into things yourself, figure out where you want to go, where you're trying to go, and how, the union or wherever you go, even non-union, if it's vice versa, on where it's going to take you. And, make your best decisions off of what you look into yourself. You know what I'm saying? Call them up, check with them, and see what they're talking about. Drop in the comments, man, if you guys have ever had issues with dues or how you guys feel about dues. Like, if Or am I talking, this is all just BS? Do you think, like, you know what I'm saying, I got this all wrong? I want to know. So drop it in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys think. Other than that, I got way more videos coming y'all way with topics just like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. All right?
Me and my God always conversating. He say I'm happy you called, but you've been up too